Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The action has already started.
And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Rafinha into the channel, swept in.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true.
Haaland! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Nesta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
That's an imaginative pass.
Just the keeper to beat!
Tchouaméni, Italy upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Vieira is there to clear. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Rafinha. Reinders.
Out to the right.
Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tries to cross. Can he finish?
Danger averted for now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's in a great position here.
He can get that clear.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Almost half an hour in now.
Gullit. And that has been cleared. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Played into space. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to get it away. Rodri, who does have an assist to his name. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Rafinha. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's nice. Now, can they get him away? Reinders tries a cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Tchouaméni, and it's Reinders. Gullit concedes a free kick for that. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? That is definitely not his best. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Reinders. Tchouaméni. And here's Gullit. Chance for a shot! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Hernandez. That's a cute ball. Ronaldo is in a really good... And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Roberto Carlos. In with the challenge. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. They get a throw in. Vieira. No way through. Played into space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Reinders. And it's Tchouaméni. Defending of the desperate variety. Haaland did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he gets rid in a hurry. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has left him in a heap. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hakimi. Some good work on the right flank here. Foot in. Hakimi with the foul.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 87, il numero 4. Cambio di
Olise.
giocatori.
Time and again they are repelled. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Plenty to aim at here. Shoots! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Italy have a free kick. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking for a runner. Oh, nicely intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Roberto Carlos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get it through? Nesta gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, played through for the wide man. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. Hullet, shot at goal! It's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Italy give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Attenzione, una sostituzione. Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Hakimi
recupero.
cuts out the pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Throw in. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. He's on it, can he get away? It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
Cross needs to be... Oh, smashing against the crossbar! They've won a corner. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Can he get it through? Gullit gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Goes down, but nothing given. Gullit had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Can he finish? Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Hernandez. Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's a searching pass. Now it's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space, and he's worked it through. Gullit tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos.
Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now that's well seen too. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Gullit. Rafinha. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's a cute ball. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafinha. Knocks it out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Big header! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's a promising position. Knocks it into space. Lofted in. Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
Gullit is offering a wry smile there.
Italy have their second corner now. Terrific header! Oh, it's taken a deflection. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Rodri does well to stand firm and defend it. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. And he can clear it away.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's picked it up out wide. Incoming delivery. Rodri. Nice looking ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Lahm might just make this. And here's Hullet. Great vision. And he's quick to get it clear again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Lahm. And this is Hullet. Italy have a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Sostituzione per l'Italia.
Roberto Carlos considers his options. An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9.
Lahm.
Il numero 4.
Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bellingham. Distributed tidily. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Showing good feet. In towards the back stick. That is a brilliant interception. Vinicius Junior. And Cherki. And he's intervened well there. Olise. And it's Lahm. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Olise has it out wide and in space. Bellingham. And Cherki. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a sharp pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Vieira gets across to intercept that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Messi, fired deep towards the back post. Portugal must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the...
Can he finish? Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 6. Numero 11.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He is... And a chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Portugal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Bellingham. João Neves. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Played into space out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so.